Okay. Good morning. Welcome back to the collective. It is Wednesday. It's the 10th of September. Yeah, okay, the 10th of September. Just making sure the date was right. We're ready to get at it today. It's going to be a good live stream.
First red folder of the week.
Yes, first red folder of the week. What we're looking at right now is a bit of a down move off of open, pre-open leg from 9:28 it started. What we've got is this 15-minute imbalance. It was mostly left unfilled, right? When we break it down, go to the 1 minute. That's the kind of true imbalance there. If you want to highlight that.
Okay. So we have that of the recent price leg. We have SMT at the lows in London, Asia.
Yes, I will. I'll actually do a bit
with YM
annotating.
And you got the hourly change in state, traded into it, and then expanded with 8:30 news. YM just took the news low, so we do have SMT there.
Yes, the hourly structure is pretty clean in my opinion. Obviously, yesterday during our analysis, one of the scenarios was dropping down, trading below the sell side. There's relative equal lows here, so trading below that and then getting the move higher. So yesterday I didn't end up fully flipping bearish because we had this imbalance here, the 4-hour inversion, the fair value gap. So I did want to see if it was going to hold there. If we displaced through there, I would have flipped it. But we see this rally, right? And that's kind of confirming the bullish thesis that we had. So taking that high, still expect it to hold this price leg. And then Asia session opens up, gets the little bit of an internal leg higher. London session, manipulating that on ES. And that, obviously, that's where the SMT was formed.
And you traded back into its hourly change in state as well. Still holding SMT with that pre-market low, like the data low. YM's got a really good reaction off of it so far. I just want to see if NQ can flip. If NQ flips and gives like a...
This is a big move. Obviously, this is a data low from the PPI release.
And if NQ takes it, ES is still quite a bit above it, so I'd be fine with the SMT there as well. Okay, we're in the hourly inversion there. Probably gonna take that low quick. We didn't take that low on your side?
No.
Okay.
So, I mean, my preference for this 4-hour candle would be to see it expand, close, or now just close there and then open the new one. Get a wick lower. Get expansion, take that high, wick down, close like there. Well, let me not close there, but kind of close there, and then we'll probably be consolidating. So that's kind of my expectation on the day. So probably gonna reserve my trading until after 10 in the morning. I gotta pull up the stream to see how it's doing. I didn't have it pulled up. Look at the name. Like, more views than us.
Funny. You got a decent reaction off that SMT with the data low.
Oh, I forgot to delete that. Off the data low.
SMT?
Oh, off the SMT at the data low. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you just said off the data low. I was like, what? M and Q took it?
YM is back at the low though. I don't mind this 3-minute inversion.
You have to call something out if you.
All right. Yeah, because we already have the SMT with Asia and London low. I don't want to see those get taken. And YM took the closest low to London's low, so that's where I want to see us reverse. Hourly inversion and change in state. S&P at the data low. I'd probably take the 3-minute inversion if we get it. Prefer if it was paired with a order block. But when you have a super aggressive down move, you don't always get that. Unless we get an internal sweep here, form an order block, and then get the inversion at the same time, then that'd be a higher probability. Also want to wait for this 50-minute candle to close because it was the open candle. It opened and just dumped lower, 70 points. So I want to see how that closes before I take a trade. Do you close it? Oh God. So since we failed to reverse off that internal SMT, I'm expecting Enki to take the data low, and then form it with ES, and then from there I'd like to see the reversal. Yeah, you gotta close the door behind you. Get in quick and get the hell out.
Could you imagine if I lingered in there for longer? Jeez. So with what we've got right now, it looks like NQ is going to have an internal sweep. That's going to put SMT in with ES, and we'll take the data low potentially. Actually, sorry, we'll take the data low because we're right there. Very close in proximity.
You must have been watching a live stream.
Nope.
Get data low taken, SMT with ES.
It's the collective. It's just the collective.
So now from here, I'm looking to I'll take that 3-minute order block. I don't even need the inversion really.
You know what we got to go do today? We got to get face cams, and we got to set up the live stream underlay or the overlay. because they actually, I feel like they do better.
Yeah.
More entertaining because you can look at stuff. Yeah, it's just every live stream has it, and they do better. So and nothing's nothing's not gonna help. The thing is, we did inverse the 5-minute leg and the 1-minute leg too.
Yep.
But I guess it's more of a structure thing.
We're still in the hourly order block.
Yep.
And inversion, so.
And I would expect it to hold. This is a little bit of sauce. Because of this SMT that we formed, then the expansion and falling short of this high, I'm classifying this as a high probability expansion leg, and then that this move is a retracement. So it is likely, right? As in, like, there's probably like a good 70 to 80% chance that it's going to expand from somewhere in this order block and not take out London low. And if it does, I don't really have that large of an interest in it.
I just want to see a reaction soon here. I don't want to see us hesitate much more. It'd be nice if we could get back inside that 15-minute before this candle closes, so we don't inverse it.
At least I know what I'm taking now. Probably that 2-minute breaker. That wheel form. And actually, my draw becomes these highs, not necessarily even wanting to hold to the data high. I mean, obviously the all-time high, but so ES is still way more bullish than NQ. It's holding it better.
We'll see. YM's getting pretty close to London's low, so we might get a quick sweep there. I don't really want to see that.
So YM's interesting because it has this reaction on YM is right off of the relative equal highs that it took with the news.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's kind of a two-parted delivery, right? The news delivers the high, we delivered the low, and then it gets the expansion. That's one thing is, like, I notice is I want to be trading when I think it's like likely to legitimately expand, not work its way there. Like,
Yeah.
if you're trading the 1 minute, you want to be in on the moves that are aggressive and one-sided. So now with that, I'm gonna try and look for the setup that warrants a quick and one-sided move. We are very, very discounted for longs, so we'll watch.
Yes, still holding bullish. Still in the upper half of its 15-minute gap.
Oh yeah, I know. It definitely can still be bullish. And we'll see it, just how quick NQ is here. Okay, that is good. I'm gonna wait for this closure on that 2 minute. I don't think I see anything on the 1 minute that I'd be taking. How big is the candle? 20 points. Okay. I'd like it to be this candle that has that 2 minute order block.
It's only got 20 seconds, but yeah.
On the 2 minute. Got a minute 20. Well, ES is gonna. I mean, it looks like ES would do it. It would close up above there. It's not quite as much of a breaker. It's more of a mitigation block.
I almost want YM to take that London low because it's so close, or got so close. And like we inverse the 50-minute gap.
NQ is.
ES is still holding it, but NQ inversed it.
Yeah, it did inverse it. It is currently being a little bit more bearish.
Like this 4-hour candle looks
bearish.
gross.
I love how we fell short of the all-time highs though. Like that. Well, obviously we're leaving them for later. It's also a news wick. So
If we can get back above, like, so if we can get that entry, that 3-minute change in state, like at 10 a.m. or prior to 10 a.m. and get back up there and, you know, mitigate some of that wick that we have formed up there, that'd be nice. Because if the 4-hour candle closes down here, then I'm not super interested in it.
even with just the anatomy of how it's moved so far. All right, I guess that's the wrong word. Even with just looking at how from 6 a.m. we've kind of swung here, it's not bullish. Could also be a very choppy day, as in back and forth, just because of the it is pre-CPI, so right when you've got a larger news release, markets in an anticipatory state. We need like one good likely price. Otherwise, I'm not gonna say we're in an expansion to the upside. Like if it's like super slow, that's not what I want. So if I had a good manipulation here, so if this news traded into, let's say, a good 4-hour high, and then we reject it like this, have this 15-minute inversion, this 15-minute closure here, so that change in state, that shift, and I have these relative weak lows here, I'm fully bearish to those. If, we had a good 4-hour high here with no reason to have this high. I could say that you could say this high. Those times when you leave the high?
Okay, YM's holding that SMT and it's getting a good move here. ES is starting to get its move. NQ is the only one not getting the move. Yeah, we traded that hourly BPR too, which is nice. I like that.
We're at a good point in the regular trading hours imbalance. I've got it highlighted here. This equilibrium tagged extreme discount.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes till 10 a.m. So let's see if we can get back up there. I'd at least like this candle to close. What is that? Honestly, if we get this 3-minute change in state prior to 10, that's kind of where I want us to close, anyways. And just because we inverse that 50-minute to the downside, that doesn't make me bearish. Because I still, like looking at the daily, fell short of all-time highs. ES failed to reverse from all-time highs. So NQ should just go and take it. Formed SMT overnight. Got the manipulation at open, so willing to fade that 50-minute inversion. I'll take this 3-minute change in state if we get it. See what YM does here. It's in a 3-minute gap off that SMT. So if it just runs through it, then it won't be a trade till later. Okay, that was kind of news is that?
That's us being bearish.
Yep. I just can't frame short so because we didn't trade into anything really.
We had a high. Personally, still waiting for the actual change in state close with the higher time formation confirm. Holy crap! I just mixed my words up. The higher time frame confirmation, which would be again looking for that 2-minute close there. Just because this is very choppy right there. I want it to clear up, get above that. But if I'm going to be real, truthful, the 4 hour opening, wicking higher, taking out a 4 hour high, and then the 15-minute closing here is bearish. And just structurally, we go to London low, Asia low, and this SMT, it looks like it's invalid. But since ES is still holding this imbalance, I'm not hopping in shorts, right? I can have that bias, but then from there, I still expect it to go higher. This is my range of possibility. Anything can happen within there.
Five minutes till 10 a.m. If this hourly gets inverse, then it doesn't look super good. Well, I'm just going to take London's low. I'm waiting for that. If one can take London's low and then we get an instant reaction off of that prior to 10 a.m. I just don't want to see us hesitate any more than we already have.
The new iPhone's kind of gay.
The Air?
The new one, the Pro even.
Oh. That's weird.
Like now what? When you get a case, you need a case that has all of that open?
Yeah. Wimes being sneaky. Tried to tiny 15-minute gap on that move up and then dumped off it.
Yeah. YM looks bearish. If YM was NQ, I'd be shorting to there. No, just for this consolidation here doesn't make me think we're going to reverse, right? You don't reverse from consolidation. I mean, I am on a 1 minute. I am a bit zoomed in.
Yeah.
So it could 5 minute here. I'll watch this 5 minute. But just to clarify this for people watching the live stream, until this hourly inversion, fair value gap, and order block are invalid, I am bullish. And then once we take London's low, I'm still bullish, and I'll wait to reframe the bias. Right, so that's me saying, depending on how we deliver and get down to that sell side and react off of it, we'll shift my bias. Right, lower than Asia low, we have the 4 hour imbalance here, but you wouldn't want this traded to in a bullish scenario, especially because at one point price was all the way up there. So you don't want a 130-point retracement in a move that's only 200 points. It's a very deep retracement to then run out the high that was 20 points away.
I at least want to see this 4 hour order block form. If we don't form this 4 hour order block, then low probabilities. I don't see anything that I'd like taking. All right, here's 10 a.m. open. So we did get that 4-hour order block. I'm gonna mark that out now that we have that. It's resting inside the, yeah, still there. Still gonna mark it out. Yes, super bullish close, which is good.
ES is like, ES looks like it's about to freaking run. What?
Yeah, ES looks good.
The S&T on ES, which you can see pretty clearly, was with the lowest low on NQ, which is nice. So we got this 15-minute imbalance we're trading into, and where I really considered it as something to watch out for would be at that high, and just how we get off these highs.
ES looks like ES is about a rep.
Which you would have told me that at the right when I took that low. Could just long DS. You know we left the S&T at those highs, eh? Okay, here we left the S&T. Didn't notice. I just thought it was this high. So looking at the 5-minute change in state.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. Just taking that 5-minute change in state and letting it go.
We just traded into the 50-minute imbalancer. That's the only thing.
I mean, like, if this 5-minute change in state fails, then the bias is wrong anyways, I would say.
I would agree.
So I think I'll take this.
We do have the upper 5 minutes, though. 2 minutes, though.
Yeah.
Three-minute closed.
Yeah. 2 minutes till the 5-minute closes. ES is going to get its 5-minute change in state and maybe even the inversion as well.
Oh, I don't want to be taking it if it's up through this high. That's what I'm thinking. I would like the 2-minute fair value gap to form like this. Okay, we get this 2-minute change in state. Right there. Okay, main on that 2-minute closure on that change in state.
Okay, I'm going to wait here. I want to see this. Once this 5-minute candle closes, I'm looking at YM. YM's kind of hesitating to displace higher. So I almost think that YM might make that move for the low, which means it'll offer NQ some sort of retracement. And if it doesn't, then I might be getting left out here. I'm looking to get in roughly around that 3-minute gap, and then that 5-minute order block would be my area of interest.
So that 5-minute closed?
5-minute close there, yep.
I'm just watching ES because when we look at ES, it's way more bullish, right?
Yeah.
So I want, obviously, displacement through this. High on ES. So get through that. Closures above it. Yeah, I fully expect this 15 minutes to be inversed. So that's fitting into the bias. You want that deep of a retracement?
I'll just look for that 3-minute gap, yeah. I'll adjust it to this 5-minute gap if we get it.
Okay, oh, no, we didn't. Put equalizing. So we put equalizing with this high right here. Not quite trading to that upper 5-minute. So I think it would be blasted through. Right there. Ticked it again. You know, it didn't get through it. No, it just ticked it. Watching ES here because it's at that high. Okay, we'll set it in the 5-minute because it's clean. So ES is displacing through this high. We're watching it happen. NQ is kind of holding it up, actually. There, we took that high. I'd like NQ to follow through it. Just it looks better in, you know, a bullish case. Because that is us trading to this 5-minute gap. So I got, we'll get the retracement right here. So what I'll wait for is the no 5-minute gap. See if this 2-minute gap holds.
Okay, I'm in on that 3-minute gap.
Yep. Okay, I closed it near break even, and then I got back in on the retracement at a better fill price. And absorbed the difference and stop loss too.
I want to see us get through this 15-minute, though. Like, rather quickly. We have a 5-minute fair value gap now that we just formed. I'll probably go to break even once ES takes the data high, which means NQ should be by that time up into, well, close to these internal highs, I would say.
So with the way ES closed, it formed this 5-minute gap. 50-minute candle looks good on ES here. What we do want to see on NQ is it start to get a bit more up movement. So the 50-minute candle closes at least like deep into the gap because it's a large 15-minute imbalance. I'm gonna readjust my fill price. So this is the new trade setup to the data high. We inverse this little imbalance here. So should see NQ get a leg up here like that. That would also be ES working towards that data high. Now, to me, this is my A+ trade, by the way. So like after this plays out or fails, it's the day for me.
Yes, same here. Well, because I just can't frame a bearish bias. Like the data high wasn't a manipulation into anything. The high that YM took and QNES took that ages ago. So there's not SMT there. ES is all-time highs and it's failing to reverse off of it. NQ fell short, so no way I can frame shorts, but I can frame longs up to it. So if the longs fail, then
we have a few seconds till this 15-minute closes. NQ and ES are both starting to move more bullish, so we should get a nice full 15-minute closure. And then I want yeah, I mean, this obviously is less likely now, but there's 20 seconds if NQ could take the internal high. NQ referring back to the entry price on this trade, which is the open to that candle. There's the new 15-minute, right? So we closed in the imbalance. But like, look at ES's 15-minute, right? For ES to run to that data high, seems very likely. So the TPs on this trade, partialing here. Sorry, I should start with the break even. Going to break even once ES is taking there. Partialing and all out data high. So I'm gonna pull up ES just so I can see.
The other thing I was going to mention about this trade is, so 10 a.m. opens up, and we get a super bullish 5-minute candle, first 5 minutes of the open of that new hourly candle and 4-hour candle, which delivered the change in state. We don't want to see that low. So the low that we put in at 10 a.m. right before the change in state get taken, because if this is going to be a expansion candle, the change in state that was delivered immediately should hold. So my stop loss is at the low of the 10 o'clock low, because I don't want to see that get traded too.
Time for me on the 15-minute?
5-minute.
Oh, yeah, they're the same low. 5 and the 15-minute.
I do want to see this get above that internal high, though, and get a close up there. Once we get a close up there, ES will be at the data high, and then I'll be at break even. That's what ES is only draws now because it's all-time highs, but I don't expect us to reverse from there necessarily. So, but in case we do, that's going to be my break even. And then yeah, I'm all out at NQ data highs for a 3R.
What we want to see is displacement through this high.
Yep.
Like pretty quick too.
Just fell short of it, hey?
Just. But again, like not displacing through it is just characteristics of a slower market. Wow. Fell short of it by a point, not even.
Yeah.
Half a point. A tick.
Well, we'll see if we can get this 5-minute order block at least.
My preference would be not to trade below this low right here from 10.14.
Yeah, I don't want to see that 5-minute gap traded too.
And since it's getting traded to most likely with this down movement, I'm definitely waiting for a better entry now because yeah, so I actually got taken out of break even there, and reason for the break even once ES took this internal high and Q failed to take the internal high, this low referred back to that entry price, so I was fine going to break even there, knowing I'll have a re-entry potentially once we trade into the 5-minute. I just wouldn't want it to hesitate so much, right? That's ES trading to its 5-minute gap right there. So there's internal SMT right there. So to reframe a new entry, if we start displacing and actually moving fluidly, would be like this. So it does appear that I did get stop hunted.
Good reaction off the SMT though.
We closed that 5-minute candle.
I like that. 5-minute candle with the order block. 3-minute candle looks really good.
So to potentially frame a re-entry, you have this engulfment you could take. That's the 5-minute close. Stop loss at the protected SMT low. I think he still hasn't left the same range we've been in for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I like how that SMT was put in on like the open of this 50-minute candle, which is good for framing the low of that 50-minute candle. I do want to see it follow through though. We traded to that 5-minute order block. So I'd like to see that hold.
Yeah, some one-sided price delivery would be great right now.
Yeah, give us some efficiency.
We usually see it in good trades, and I think this is a good trade, so that's why it's
Anticipated.
so grueling, because I'm like, it's not doing it yet. As soon as it closes through these highs, I think that's over. We got I fully believe in this long. It's just taking its time. It's sweet time.
Okay, I'm going to break even there. Just because we delivered off that SMT, right? We took the internal high. I don't want to see us reject one more time and then trade back lower because I don't see a reason for us to go down below those lows that we put in. And if we do, then
just rejected there.
Yeah, if we do, then I'm not going to be in the trade, which I'm fine with. Like the only thing is that 5-minute gap, but if we trade all the way down there, I mean, it doesn't look good anyways because we'd have to retrace another 30 points past like half-hour price action. So, see, I'm fine being at break even here. Now I'm just letting it go to the data high.
I think once it actually gets a close through here and can start moving, as well as seeing ES start moving, then it's going to leave everything here behind quick. But yeah.
Good 5 minute close there though. I like that. I want to see us get above this 5 minute gap though, in this 15 minute.
So we're looking at YM. YM's having quite a bit of down movement here. Look at this.
Yeah. Not ideal. So yeah, YM had the hourly bearish order block formed after sweeping that internal high. So, I mean, we did leave relative equal lows with London's low, and I kind of had a weird feeling about that the entire time.
I'd like if NQ still continued to work. I mean, so here's the thing. If NQ, YM, and ES work together, then YM dumping, but NQ still moving up, but slow, is explained.
Yeah.
Because
so maybe YM just needs one more little move manipulation before the full blown move. Like, you might have to take this internal low first. But again, it's so late in the morning that I don't want to see, like, it's hesitating too much for me to want to see that. This might be a break-even stop loss here. Trading back to the 5 minute order block. I don't like how we swept the previous 50-minute candle high and rejected. And this 50-minute candle closes in a minute, actually.
Yeah, no. Right now, I'm definitely holding out just because of this 15-minute gap in the 5 minute after rejecting. So again, another break even. So 2 break evens today.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. I just don't see a reason for NQ to want to go lower unless it's actually bearish. Like, there's no reason for us to retrace. If we're bullish, no reason to retrace here and get below this 5 minute order block. So as long as the 5 minute order block holds,
but if you look at the delivery on the bullish side, we're not.
Yeah, it's not delivering.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 50-minute close there, not the ideal close. ES got a big move into its 5 minute imbalance as well.
Look at that. Look at that. I got a break even
Yeah.
there. Remember earlier in the live stream saying you want to trade the expansion conditions? Right now, this does not feel like expansion conditions.
No.
So that's why it feels bad.
We're just kind of consolidating around equilibrium.
So ES has this internal sweep in the 5-minute imbalance. So I want to see it hold, obviously.
This is just super choppy though.
Held that 5-minute order block though.
Yeah. Is my YM chart frozen or what the hell's going on? Is it just not moving? YM's got to take London low. There's no way we don't. Just the way that the 15-minute closed. There's absolutely no way we don't take London's low. Okay, there. YM took London's low. Finally. So now we'll see if YM can get some sort of movement off of that low, or it's just going to continue to flush. Interesting. ES is almost inversing its 5-minute. It might inverse its 5-minute.
So ES is looking bearish. NQ is holding the imbalance. The 50-minute, right?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a break-even trade, just by the way that we're failing to displace higher and we're getting large candles lower. Like whatever we do in 3 or 4 up candles gets engulfed in 1 down candle. ES in that 5-minute gap, I think it's going to be the tell. How it reacts out of here. It's 5-minute closes in 20 seconds, so we'll see. It closed the gap to the tick, I think. How's it? I said we gotta talk about something different. Nope, starting moving now. Slowly but surely. You're in this one? I'm in it, yeah. I'm in 4. That's good. Wait for this right here. Well, here's alright, like this is the equilibrium where everyone being consolidated. Yeah, there. This is at 50%. And as soon as it gets above equilibrium, it usually just expands. So temporal entry is going to be good if it happens, because it'll be out of this equilibrium, out of the consolidation, and then it'll probably just go. So he's got a good entry there. Once we finally get above it, if we can get above it. Actually, if it hits her. If it goes over, I'll check it. Or, no, sorry, that's a 3 minute. He's doing the 3 minute. Yeah, well, I'm just dumping. Not reversing at all. This is terrible. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like the trade anymore, but I'm not going to take it off because, I mean, just going to let it play. I don't have break even. I don't have a risk on the table. But, what?
So we'd pretty much end the live stream if we weren't still in a trade.
Oh, yeah. This is so
crap.
bad. Well, I think it's going to dump here because ES inverse its 5 minute. YM's delivering off its 15-minute, or sorry, hourly order block. So I think she's done.
Yeah, well, we're holding this in balance. We're not doing anything actually.
Oh, I just want to take the trade off so bad. Oh, well, it might take me out. Anyways.
I don't know, just looking at the 4-hour candle, it's not really expanded how I want it to.
No.
And having London low there.
It wicked higher, and it's failing to display. So yeah, I think this is the dumpage. Especially the way ES and NQ are reacting, or ES and YM. The way they're moving, it's not good. Like there's times where I feel confident where, like leaving my stop loss and leaving the risk on the table because I don't want to get stopped out at break even, but letting it go to my draw. And this is not one of those times.
Funny how bad ES is, like down bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look good. ES was so bullish out of the three, or the most bullish out of the three. So it should have held that 5 minute in the change in state and just got the displacement and took the high. It was so close to the data high too. After delivering off that 5 minute at 10:15, and then it just engulfed that entire thing with one big down candle, and I was like, okay, ES looks cooked. And like it re-inversed the inverse. The only thing that I think could save this is if YM starts to move off this SMT at London's low. But even just looking at it, it doesn't look like on the higher time frame. It doesn't look ideal. showed my stop loss to that low at 1038 that we just put in. Because it almost stopped me out, so if it's gonna take that low, it's gonna take me out anyway.
Oh, the
so
1040.
1038, I think.
Oh, what the frick? The time just changed. Yeah. In profit? Oh
Yeah,
no, that's like a break even low.
yeah, in profit by $15.
Yeah. New 15-minute candle in 1 minute here.
Yep.
There's the 15-minute close.
All right.
We're now halfway through this imbalance. Closing above the constant encroachment of the 15-minute bearish imbalance.
Well, I can't look at the 1 minute anymore. I gotta sit on the 5 minute.
Pretty slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if it takes that low, we'll stop the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty much up or nothing.
Just the way that ES and YM are reacting, I don't really have faith in it, honestly.
Well, I mean, at least NQ's still bullish.
I want to jam my stop up there.
You're actually jamming.
It's like, is it even going to continue expanding? Or is it, sorry, not even continue expanding. Is it going to expand at all?
With what?
Well, 'cause
with what it's done now.
It doesn't look like it. So, okay, I'm just going to slide my stop up a little bit. And let her go, I guess.
Well, like, we've been consolidating for 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
pretty much a whole hour of consolidation.
Yeah. There we go. Pop through that high. Now, don't go back into the consolidation.
If it comes back, that's
I've
it.
trailed my stop loss into the consolidation. If it stops me out, that's fine. Because if it doesn't expand now, then I don't ever expect it to expand.
I did the same thing.
You got back in. Okay.
So if it does not follow through, I'll be taking out at break even on this one trade. And okay, I'm at a break even.
This is ridiculous.
All right, that I'm ending the stream. So
Hold on, I'm still in this.
I'm done. The trading, you're not supposed to trade today. I just had these accounts I was trying to pass.
Let's see. My stop loss is still fine. I have it trailed aggressively into profit because just the way that we have been reacting, I do not want to be in this. Secure a $150 day and get the hell out of here. If we could get above this 1 minute giant imbalance that we've been in this entire day, that would be sweet.
I thought that 1 minute candle was the break. The 1047. I thought that was the move it finally needed to then continue.
Yeah. Like, can we just get give us 3 up candles that inverse the 5 minute gap or something? Like, we're not even gonna get the 5 minute order block. We have 30 seconds and we're below it. Yeah, it's gonna be a break even. I'm just looking at YM and ES, and ES is rejecting the 5 minute inversion, and YM's continuing to flush. So I think Enki is just gonna follow. And that'll be that internal manipulation.
Such a
little SMT there.
Such a slow day. It's funny.
Yeah. So we SMT this internal high. Now, if we dump to my stop loss, we'll be pretty much displacing lower and getting that change in state for the bearish potential setup, I guess. But I'm not taking it because it doesn't fit into my framework. Okay, so after we took the data low, we've been inside of the opening 1 minute candle for 49 minutes. We've still been in the 9:31 minute candle.
We're still there.
Okay.
So it's gonna.
I'll be taking a stop out here.
Look at a break even.
Yeah. Okay, I'm out there.
Okay, so we're gonna. The bullish bias is most likely dissolved. There's no expansion. So we'll end the live stream and we'll come back tomorrow. Put the
Watch now, it'll expand right after it takes me out.
okay. You're good with ending the live stream?
Oh yeah, I thought you ended it already.
Oh, okay. No.
Oh yeah, no, end it.
Okay. All right, yes, we will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's CPI. I guess generally PPI is more of a consolidation like day leading up to CPI. So we'll see you tomorrow for a little bit more energetic market, hopefully. Actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all bad. So it's really 2 real trading days, which kind of sucks.
It should all the good price action should be jammed into 2 days. Like considering we've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday bad PA, tomorrow and Friday should be jam packed with good price action.
That's just a theory. That's
what I'm
There's
thinking.
not much logic behind it, but it's just a theory. I also believe in that. But all right, we'll see you tomorrow.